It's all of it. Hi, Meg. Thanks for joining. Hey, Millie. Hello, Eclipse. Hello, Susie. Hello, Susie. Hey, everyone. Big welcome to Susie from the Casual Birder podcast. There we are. Sorry, I kept you all waiting a couple of minutes longer than usual today. Trying to set up so that you could have the nice view that I have and watch the sun set over Paris with me. Yeah, no quiz tonight, folks. We're just watching the sunset. Yeah, I'll give you a better view. There she is. So, folks, we will start at 8:30, as ever. Head over to tiny.cc/ftpubquiz 8989, for it is the 8th of September. Tiny.cc/ftpubquiz 89. Sign up your team name there. We'll get going in 23 minutes. 4 teams already in. 00 Devon. Yeah, that's a good one. Good work, Devon team. Les Miserables, Troublers, and Solo Squabbler. I assume that's a team of 1. Hello, Solo Squabbler. We'll get going at 8:30 exactly. Susie, that's you, the Solo Squabbler. I always love, in the sign-up sheet, seeing all the different animals they assign you. Anonymous armadillo, anonymous badger, anonymous buffalo, anonymous chipmunk. There's a definite skewing. Yeah, these are American animals. I mean, we have badgers, but there's a definite skewing to North American animals here. Where's anonymous cow? I'll go to the wall for anonymous cow. Trying our best and happy to be back. Happy to have you back. I think you told us that you were moving house, didn't you? How did that go? Trying to give you a bit more set dressing. Problem is, I've only got very limited space to play with. No, I think that the window is going to have to be your set dressing today, folks. Hello, any prime number? Susie used to be part of a pub quiz team called the Squabblers. Very good. Meg moved back across the country for uni starting. Very good. Well, hope you have a good term. Hey, we'll get going with this quiz at 1:30 the hour, unless you're in one of those time zones, which is like GMT plus 5.5. Isn't that one of them? In which case we'll start on the hour, but I think most people are in the same half hourly category as I am. Meg says that it's all online, so fingers crossed it's not too weird. So, and I can answer your question at the same time, Susie. Earlier today, I was running another pub quiz. I know, right? I was betraying you. I'm so sorry. I'm not really, because they paid me. But I've started running pub quizzes for students at UCL. There's this like events team who've been hired by University College London to provide online entertainment for the new students, and there's things like yoga sessions and others. I wasn't paying attention. And I ran their first one today. We did a quiz, and we're doing 10 weeks worth of quizzes, and we had 10 players who all looked very scared and very young, and it was fun. Apparently the Devon team is on our 17th Devon pun for this quiz. Very well done. You should get, on Duolingo, where you get like a streak, a fire streak. You should get that for Devon puns. Ryan says 19th quiz, 17th pun. The other two were for slightly different team makeups. Well, thank you for keeping the Devon puns pure. I'm glad that someone's on that. Whiskey's the soup of the day are in. So, folks, if this was a regular quiz in a pub, although at this point, like, who's to say that this isn't regular quizzing? I would have thought that the number of quizzes being held in pubs is vastly smaller than the number of quizzes being held online. So maybe this is now the norm. Anyway, if this were in a pub, I'd use these 20 minutes to go around with some kind of receptacle and ask you for your quiz entry. And my receptacle online, as regulars know, is my Ko-fi site. Head to ko-fi, that's ko-fi.com/Felix Trench. Quiz costs £2 per player if you can afford it. If you can't, I'd much rather you played than you didn't. And I appreciate everyone has different situations. We'll get going at 1:30 exactly, folks. 1:30 till we start. Congratulations, Devon team, from Sasha there. It was very odd doing the pub quiz for the students because they had someone from the events team in to moderate the chat so that if anything important came up, they could relay it to me and I could just focus on asking questions, which is, of course, my raison d'etre, to ask questions and not deal with all these. Anyway, no one had any chat. It was a shorter quiz too. I rehashed the very first quiz that I did for you guys. Is anyone in from that first quiz? We got any March originals? Daisy Lovick, shout out to 3 counties. Yes. Hulu19 says, Felix, you're now so much the new normal that I will never be able to do a pub quiz again without your theme tune playing in my head on repeat, and that's a good thing. Good. Well, if you do it in a proper pub, I hope that you get up on a table and sing it. Oh, yeah, we've got some originals. Great. Marvelous. Oh, I should open the quiz questions, shouldn't I? Here it is. This is our 9th quiz on YouTube, for those of you keeping track. Here we are. We have, now that it's September, we've lost a number of our American regulars, as it's midday and they have jobs. Meg was there for the very first one, but dropped off for a month so during school. Fair enough. Hello 19 was in the first one, couldn't work the Instagram. I mean, I couldn't work my Instagram for most of it, and that's why we moved over to YouTube. You do need t-shirts, Eileen. I will leave that up to you to organize. You think that counts? Yes, of course it counts. Hey, folks, make sure that you've signed up your team name. Head over to tiny.cc/ftpubquiz89. That's tiny.cc/ftpubquiz89. FT, because that's me, Felix Trench. 89, because it's the 8th of September. tiny.cc/ftpubquiz89, and we will start this quiz in a quarter of an hour. Meg would buy a Felix Trench pub quiz t-shirt. Well, I think one of you should make it. Someone supported me. Thank you, Eileen. We're not getting the bedding, and that's because of the way that I've routed the sound. That'll be interesting. Okay, I should route the sound better than that so that you can hear the song in the interval. For those of you who weren't able to come last week, I've relocated, which is a way of saying moved, to Paris for September, because cases were going up in Paris, and I thought, well, I can't miss that. Which means that I'm trying to keep it down a little bit, because I'm at the 6th floor of a block of flats, and I'm in a tiny 15 square meter studio flat for the next few weeks, and I don't want to annoy my neighbors. So if I seem less high energy, that's why. Susie says that there's an echo. Oh, I'm sorry if there's an echo. I don't know that I can do anything about echoes. Yes, it's a fabulous view. I'll show it to you again. There it is. Can you see the Eiffel Tower? Should be able to, because I can. No. Maybe I need a different angle, but normally out that window I can see the Eiffel Tower. Well, never mind. So we'll start this quiz in 12 minutes. 12 minutes till this quiz begins. We start at 7:30, time that I usually think of as 7:30, but now I can't help but think of as 8:30. Oh, I've not had dinner yet, folks. Late one for me, but I have bought some very good cheese. And when I bought the cheese, I'll show you the cheese. It's one of my favorite cheeses. In fact, I might have a bit of cheese. Don't be freaked out if I eat cheese at you. I had some banter with the cheesemonger. He said, "What do you want?" And I said, "Cheese." And he said, "Good. I'd be upset if you wanted a lamb chop." And I said, "2 lamb chops and some merguez sausages." And we had a laugh. No, I got some mimolette, which is it's a hard cheese that's quite strong, which I'm a big fan of. So we'll get going in 10 minutes. Oh, it's one of those cheeses. A friend of mine put this very well. That just keeps going. There's just a flavor that just carries on. Yes, thank you, the person that did that. I should be plugging that, shouldn't I? That is the Ko-fi. So, as I mentioned, to pay for the quiz, go to ko-fi.com/FelixTrench and drop £2 in the virtual jar. I use my phone as a webcam for this through an app and client called DroidCam. Look, I can do this. Oh, God. Which way is up? Which way is up? I can zoom in. I can zoom out. We'll start in 9 minutes, folks. 9 minutes until this quiz begins. Make sure that you've signed up over at tiny.cc/ftpubquiz 89. tiny.cc/ftpubquiz 89. Oh no, I closed the app. That was foolish. Come back. Start. There it is. What a fool. Susie will never live down trying out her French skills and achieve if they were the local cheese rather than very good. Are you the local cheese? Give me, I'm just getting some water. One of the difficulties as a Brit, of course, when you're in the continent, is finding an acceptable brand of tea. But there's an organic shop that stocks pucker teas, which Brits will probably know as a tea that we normally think of. There we go. As one for like not teas, so infusions. But they do teas as well, and it's all right. Difficult to get real tea. They've got M&S here, and the tea in M&S, like the everyday tea, is really strong. I mean, it's proper like scrapings of the barrel, blow your head off stuff. We'll get going in 7 minutes, folks. 7 minutes until this quiz begins. Where'd I put my water? There it is. 7 minutes until this quiz begins. Make sure that you're signed up over at tiny.cc/ftpubquiz89. That is tiny.cc/ftpubquiz89, and make sure you paid for the quiz over at ko-fi.com/FelixTrench. Ooh, I've got some Twitter notifications. Novel characters is ready for some gentle quizzing. Yes, it is going to be a gentle one tonight. Although they were very nice, the other group. I won't be doing Tuesdays with them again, though. We're going to be doing Thursdays. There'll be my Thursday quiz group. Ooh, it's like been back in pubs. Never-ending flavor of cheese. Hello. You keep thinking that you might see the Eiffel Tower. Definitely should be able to see it. Yeah, I can see it really clearly. Is it just that I'm going further out? That might be it. Let's see if I can bring you an Eiffel Tower. Don't worry, I've got it. I'm holding it. Autofocus, please. I think it's hiding behind some chimneys. I think from your perspective, oh, there we go. I'll just look that way, can't I? Right, I see what's happened. There it is. One Eiffel Tower. It looks bigger to me. All right, folks, we're going in 4 minutes. 4 minutes until this quiz begins. 4 minutes. Autofocus. Until we start this quiz. Make sure you've got pen and paper. You will need pen and paper. I can say how it all works, Susie, don't worry. You will be answering your own questions. And that's pretty much how it works. Then after that, popping your scores into the sign-up sheet when that's appropriate. The microphone is casting an ugly shadow on my chin, and I don't like it. Well, I'll just have to make do. I need a new pop shield. Oh, this one's dying. We'll get going in 3 minutes, everyone. 3 minutes until this quiz begins. Please make sure you're signed up at tiny.cc/ftpubquiz. 89. Looks like there's not many of you tonight. Hello, the Knuckleheads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 teams tonight. Unless we have a few last-minute ones. Get going in 3 minutes, everyone. 3 minutes until this quiz begins. 3 minutes. Make sure you've got pen and paper. Make sure that you visited ko-fi.com/FelixTrench and dropped £2 per player in the virtual jar. Hello, La Traviata. Welcome, welcome. A few regular teams who haven't shown up. I wonder if they'll be on exactly on past. Oh, there's one. Hello, one run a day. Well, there's 33 of you. That's not that far off the usual number. Start in 1 minute, folks. Make sure that you are signed up at tiny.cc/ftpubquiz. 89. tiny.cc/ftpubquiz89 for the student quiz that I'm doing. You know how row 5, where it says team name, round 1, round 2, and so on, I always highlight that in red for you. Well, to differentiate it in my head, I've highlighted that one in blue. It's these little tricks that you learn in the quiz minds, which is another word for pubs. We'll get going in 1 minute. 1 minute, folks. Eileen's daughter muted herself during algebra and started answering questions on the quiz last week. You had to redirect her. Her commitment is strong and pure. Maybe we should have more algebra. We never have algebra. Thank you very much, whoever that was. And that is 8:30 by my clock. What I need is like several clocks on the wall that, you know, like in war rooms. So it would say Paris 8:30, London 7:30, New York, and so on. Anyway, hello everyone! Welcome to the quiz! Quiz is now in session. Make sure that you have got pen and paper. Quiz works like this. There will be 2 rounds of 20 questions. We will take a 15-minute break between the 2 rounds. I will do the answers after each round, and I will talk about the picture round, thank you, during the interval. You are marking your own sheets, so make sure that you write in a handwriting that you can read. Hello, v.gun. Here we go. Just as a siren goes past beneath me, here is question 1. Question 1. According to the current Gregorian calendar, the 1st of January in the year AD 1 would have been what day of the week? Back then, in theory, they would have used the Julian calendar, which gives you a slightly different result. But let's just stick to the Gregorian calendar. If you go back 2020 years to the 1st of January 1, what day of the week is that? That's question 1. Question 1. According to the current Gregorian calendar, the 1st of January in the year AD 1, I'm saying AD 1. Suppose I could say AD 0001 or something. There's no comfortable way of saying that, is there? At least when you get into double digits, you can say the year 12. The year 1 is such an odd thing to say. According to the current Gregorian calendar, the 1st of January in the year AD 1 was what day of the week? That is question 1. Question 2 is science. It's chemical symbols. Some of you may have noticed that I'm making my way through the precious elements, and we have not done this one yet. What is the chemical symbol for platinum? What's the chemical symbol for platinum? That is question 2. What's the chemical symbol for platinum? Question 2. What is the chemical symbol for platinum, please? Question 3 then. Question 3 is music. This is music of the 80s. Released in 1982, what is Madness's only #1 hit to date? The band Madness have only ever had one UK #1. The song was released in 1982. What is it? That's question 3. Released in 1982. What is Madness's only UK #1 to date? I suppose they could have another one at some point. I don't think they release quite as much these days. It's question 3. What is Madness's only #1 hit to date? Question 4 is geography. This is geography of Africa. Not counting islands, what is the westernmost country on the continent of Africa? This is not counting islands or island nations, so Cape Verde doesn't count. What is the most westernmost country? Most westernmost. Westernmost, I can say. What is the westernmost country on the continent of Africa? But only the main continent. Islands don't count. That's question 4. Oh, 204, did they? Well, they probably... Oh, that's very sad. Question 4. What is the westernmost... I can't say westernmost. I can when I don't think about it. And there's a lesson in that. I think the lesson might be to eat more mimolette. Think about it. What is the westernmost country on the continent of Africa, not counting islands or island nations? Question 5. What is the official language of Mexico? It's question 5, and I remind you that an official language is one codified in law as official. What is the official language of Mexico? That's question 5. Oh, 204. I misread what you said there. You said concert video, and I read cancer video, which is why I thought it was sad. Oh dear. Well, that's much less sad. Oh, I'll watch that. Question 5. What is the official language of Mexico? Question 6 is politics. Politics. Does Greece have a president, a prime minister, or both? It's question 6. Does Greece have a president, a prime minister, or a both? A both isn't a thing. I mean both. You knew that. Question 6. Does Greece have a president, a prime minister, or both? It's question 6. Does Greece have a president, a prime minister, or both? Question 7 now. Question 7 is one that I've not written properly. I missed the word out. Thank you, Kimby, who dropped some coins in the jar there. Question 7. Which Nickelodeon cartoon, this is about Nickelodeon cartoons, span out 2 films? One of them released in 2002, just called The Movie, and the other released in 2017, called The Jungle Movie. Which Nickelodeon cartoon had 2 film spin-offs? One in 2002 called The Movie, and one in 2017 called The Jungle Movie. That's question 7. We are looking for the name of a Nickelodeon cartoon. That's question 7. Which Nickelodeon cartoon span out 2 films? One released in 2002 called The Movie, one released in 2017 called The Jungle Movie. It's question 7. Question 8 now. Question 8 is sport, athletics. The Brit Jonathan Edwards holds the world record at 18.29 meters, or 60 feet exactly in what track and field event? Jonathan Edwards holds the world record at 18.29 meters or 60 feet. In what track and field event? That's question 8. Question 8. Jonathan Edwards holds the world record in what track and field event? The record stands at 18.29 meters or 60 feet. 60. Hey, Anne. Welcome. And we'll go through the first 7 questions again at the end of this first round. And by we, I mean I. Question 9. Hollywood North is a nickname principally applied to TV and film, thank you, coming from which country? Hollywood North is a nickname principally applied to TV and film, which comes from which country? That's question 9. Question 9. Hollywood North is a nickname applied to TV and film, which comes from which country? That's question 9. 9. 9. 9? Question 9. Hollywood North is a nickname principally applied to film and TV, coming from which country? Question 10 now. Question 10. In what Middle Eastern country was the actor Keanu Reeves born? Keanu Reeves was born in a country in the Middle East. Which one? That is question 10. In which Middle Eastern country was Keanu Reeves born? That is question 10. Question 10. Keanu Reeves was born in which Middle Eastern country? Oh, hello, Jason Derulo and Katz. Welcome back. Increasingly, when you sign up, do people have like a favorite number they put their team against? I get all these gaps. Is it like when you're on the bus and you're like, oh yeah, I'll stretch out. Question 10. In which Middle Eastern country was Keanu Reeves born? That means that we are halfway through this first round. Very well done. Let's do the other half of the first round. Question 11. Question 11 is brands. Brands and teams, I suppose. Which motor racing team was founded in 1963 by a New Zealander called Bruce? That's question 11. Which motor racing team was founded in 1963 by a New Zealander called Bruce? Question 11. Which motor racing team was founded in 1963 by a New Zealander called Bruce? That's question 11. Question 11. We're looking for the name of a motor racing team. It is quiz distancing. You're absolutely right. Can be explains there that it's because people leave their cursor on one and they're not sure if it's taken. I'm okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Question 12. Question 12 is currencies. What is the official currency of Guam? Guam. What's the official currency of Guam? Question 12. What is the official currency of Guam? Samastati doesn't want to put them at the very top. Oh. I like that. Question 12. You're going to leave, Susie? Maybe just try refreshing. I mean, maybe you've done that. I don't know. Question 12. What's the official currency of Guam? Question 13. Question 13. I like to give you a question for where I am. So at the minute, this is the Paris question. Quite an easy one, this one. Is the Eiffel Tower on the left bank or the right bank? Question 13. Is the Eiffel Tower on the left bank or the right bank? Question 13. Question 13. Is the Eiffel Tower, that thing I showed you, yeah, very famous building, is it on the left bank or is it on the right bank? Left from what direction? The two banks are known as left bank and right bank. Is double... but I guess from the south. Oh, welcome back, Susie. It worked for you. Great. Is double Felix like double helix? Yes. The plural of Felix is Felices. Question 14. Question 14. Speaking of the French delicacy known as lost bread, pain perdu, is known by what name in English? It's not lost bread. It has a different name in English. The French delicacy lost bread, which is the literal translation, is known by what name in English? That's question 14. Question 14. The French lost bread is known by what name in English? That's question 14. Question 15. Question 15 is music. This is music. Which Spandau Ballet song contrasts the singer's position in life to that of a chemical element to which he's singing? Which Spandau Ballet song contrasts the singer's position in life to that of the chemical element to which he's singing? That's question 15. Which Spandau Ballet song contrasts the singer's position in life to that of a chemical element to which he's singing? That's question 15. 5 questions left in this first round. You're doing terribly well. Here's question 16. Question 16 is the alcohol question. Alcohol is cocktails. A Buck's Fizz is a cocktail composed of champagne and what other ingredient? A Buck's Fizz, B-U-C-K'(F)S, fizz, is a cocktail composed of champagne and what other ingredient? Everything will be champagne when we're in charge. Are you still making your mind up about that one, Rachel? Of course you are. A Buck's Fizz is a cocktail composed of champagne and what other ingredient? The answer is not singers. Question 17. Question 17. Is wine acidic or alkaline? Is wine acidic or alkaline? That's question 17. Is wine acidic or alkaline? Question 17. Is wine acidic or alkaline? Flip a coin if you don't know. Three questions left in this first round, folks. Here's question 18. Question 18. This is words in New Zealand slang. What is a chili bin? A chili bin is New Zealand slang for what? A chili bin is New Zealand slang for what? That's question 18. In New Zealand slang, what's a chili bin? CHILLYBIN. I'm saying B, the second letter of the alphabet. Question 19 has a quote in it. You might want to write it down. Question 19 is literature. Which book, written in 1847, begins, "There was no possibility of taking a walk that day"? Which book, written in 1847, begins with the line, "There was no possibility of taking a walk that day"? That's question 19. Oh, Rachel, I'm sorry that you're chilly. Put a jumper on. Which book, written in 1847, begins, "There was no possibility of taking a walk that day"? And question 20, your final question in this first round, is the current affairs question. Question 20. The Austrian Josef Koeberl, I think that's his name, Josefkoeberl, broke his own world record on Saturday for the longest time submerged in what? The Austrian Josef Koeberl broke his own world record on Saturday for the longest time submerged in what? Must be how people introduce him. This is Josef. He's a Guinness World Record holder and a train driver, or whatever he does. The Austrian Josef Koeberl broke his own world record on Saturday for the longest time submerged in what? And that is question 20. That is all the questions in the first round. Have a breath. Here are the questions again. I'm going to go through them quicker. Question 1. According to the current Gregorian calendar, the 1st of January in the year AD 1 was what day of the week? What day of the week was the first day of the first year according to current calendar? Question 2. What's the chemical symbol for platinum? What's the chemical symbol for platinum? Question 3. Released in 1982. What is Madness's only #1 song? Released in 1982. What is Madness's only #1 song? Question 4. What is the westernmost country in Africa, not counting islands or island nations? What is the westernmost country in Africa, not counting islands? Question 5. What's the official language of Mexico? What's the official language of Mexico? Question 6. Does Greece have a president, a prime minister, or both? Does Greece have a president, a prime minister, or both? Question 7. Which Nickelodeon cartoon span out 2 films? One released in 2002 called The Movie, the other in 2017 called The Jungle Movie. Question 8. Jonathan Edwards holds the world record at 18.29 meters or 60 feet in what track and field event? Question 9. Hollywood North is a nickname principally applied to film and TV coming from what country? Question 10. In what Middle Eastern country was Keanu Reeves born? In what Middle Eastern country was Keanu Reeves born? Question 11. Which motor racing team was founded in 1963 by a New Zealander called Bruce? We're looking for a motor racing team. Question 12. What's the official currency of Guam? What is the official currency of Guam? Question 13. Is the Eiffel Tower on the left bank or the right bank? Is the Eiffel Tower on the left or right bank? Question 14. The French delicacy, which translates as lost bread, is known as what in English? Lost bread is what in English? Pain perdu, I mean. Question 15. Which Spandau ballet song contrasts the singer's position in life to that of the chemical element he's singing to? Which Spandau ballet song contrasts the singer's position in life to that of the element he's singing to? Question 16. A Bucks Fizz is a cocktail composed of champagne and what other ingredient? A Bucks Fizz is a cocktail composed of champagne and what other ingredient? Question 17. Is wine acidic or alkaline? Is wine acidic or alkaline? Question 18. In New Zealand slang, what's a chili bin? In New Zealand slang, what's a chili bin? Question 19. Which book written in 1847 begins, "There was no possibility of taking a walk that day"? Which book written in 1847 begins, "There was no possibility of taking a walk that day"? And question 20. The Austrian Josef Koberl has broken his own world record for the longest time submerged in what? And that all the questions in the first round. I am going to give you 5. Rachel Lloyd, right in there with the Bucks Fizz puns. For those of you not familiar with UK Eurovision winners, Bucks Fizz were also a band. 5, 4, 3. Oh, we've got a new team. Is this table taken? 2. I like that. 1. Pens down. Pens down. Put down your answering pens. Pick up your marking pens. This is a knife. That would be a terrible marking pen. Pick up your red pens. Here come the answers to round 1. Question 1. According to the current Gregorian calendar, the 1st of January in the year AD 1 would have been a Monday. Simple as that, a Monday. Question 2. The chemical symbol for platinum is PT. PT. Question 3. Madness's only number 1 hit is House of Fun. House of Fun. Question 4. The westernmost country on the continent of Africa is Senegal. Senegal. Question 5. The official language of Mexico is a trick question. It doesn't have one. Mexico does not have an official language. It's one of about a dozen countries not to. Question 6. Does Greece have a president, a prime minister, or both? It has both. Both. Question 7. The Nickelodeon cartoon that I was looking for was Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold the movie and Hey Arnold the Jungle movie. I used to love that show. They showed it on Ketnet Canvas, which I think was channel 16. And it would come on before Doug. And it all had Dutch subtitles. Nu op Ketnet Canvas, Hey Arnold. Question 8. Jonathan Edwards holds the world record in the triple jump. Triple jump. Question 8 is the triple jump. Question 9. Hollywood North is, of course, Canada. Canada, so named because so many things are shot up there. not to be confused with North Hollywood, which is a part of LA. Canada. Question 10. Keanu Reeves was born in Beirut, Lebanon. Lebanon. He was born in Lebanon. His mother was from Essex. She was a costume designer. Question 11. The motor racing team, founded in 1963 by Bruce, his full name was Bruce McLaren. McLaren. Question 11, McLaren. Question 12, the official currency of Guam, the US dollar. Of course it is. It's an American territory. The US dollar. Question 13, the Eiffel Tower. The way you have to think of it, the left bank is broadly south, the right bank is broadly north, and it's on the south bit. It's left, the left bank, where a lot of the main touristy stuff is, the left bank. Question 14. The French delicacy pain perdu, or lost bread, translates as, it's got two main names. It's called either eggy bread or French toast. I'll accept either of those, eggy bread or French toast, depending on your family. Eggy bread or French toast. Question 15. Which Spandau Ballet song contrasts the singer's position in life to that of the chemical element that he's singing to? Well, of course, he sings, "You are gold. You're indestructible." Gold. Gold is what I was after. Gold. Question 16. A Bucks Fizz is composed of champagne and orange juice. Orange juice is what I was after. Sammy Stati says, I think Poor Nights, as we call it in Finland, is much better. Is that your name for eggy bread? Hey, if that's the Finnish name, I'll give you that. Question 17. Wine is acidic. It's acidic. It's many acidic. No, it's one acidic. It's acidic. Question 18. A chili bin, in New Zealand slang, it's a cooler. Just like you to take on a picnic to keep your lovely New Zealand Chardonnay properly chilled. Cooler. Cooler box. Question 19. There was no possibility of taking a walk that day is the first line of Jane Eyre. Jane Eyre. Naomi asks, what's the difference between a Bucks Fizz and a mimosa? The proportions are different. A mimosa is 50-50. A Bucks Fizz is 2 parts champagne to 1 part orange juice. And question 20. The Austrian Joseph, I'm not sure, Kurbel broke his own world record on Saturday for the longest time submerged in ice. Ice. He lasted 2.5 hours. What a guy. What a time to do a world record. Maybe the pandemic's doing all right in Austria. I don't know. I mean, he was in his own box, so I guess it wasn't like near anyone. So let's go through all of those again. A bit quicker this time. Question 1, Monday. Question 2, PT. Question 3, House of Fun. Question 4, Senegal. Question 5, doesn't have one. Question 6, both. Question 7, Hey Arnold. Question 8, the triple jump. Question 9, Canada. Question 10, Lebanon. Question 11, McLaren. Question 12, the US dollar. Question 13, left. Question 14, eggy bread or French toast. Question 15, gold. Question 16, orange juice. Question 7, acidic. Question 18, cooler. Question 19, Jane Eyre. And question 20, ice. So, let's see how you've done. Go put your scores into the sign-up sheet. Hello 19 says, that you had fridge for 18. Does that count? No, completely different thing. I'm talking about the ones that you take camping. The plastic box that's properly insulated. So, let's see how you've done. Double O Devon with 15, very strong score there. 12 for trying our best, 12 for Sweet Sweet Human Contact, 9 for Les Miserables, 12 for One Run a Day. V.Gun has yet to give us a score. 13 for Troublers, 5 for the Solo Squabbler. These ones haven't given me a score yet. 13 for any prime numbers, 10 for Lat Priviata. Still waiting on a few of you, but it looks like Double O Devon might be our top scorers in round 1. 14 for Whiskey is the soup of the day. I'm going to have a bit more cheese while I wait for the scores to come through. You're indestructible, lovely me moment. You are gold. You are the perfect love. Lovely cheese. There it is. $15 also for V.Gun. All right. I think that's everyone. So, very well done. Double O Devon and V.Gun, who are winning round 1 with Whiskey as the soup of the day nipping at their heels and any prime number just behind that. We're going to take a break. During the break, have a look at the picture round. On the picture round, you will see 10 packets of crisps. I want you to tell me the flavors. On the picture round, 10 packets of crisps. You tell me the flavors. And I will give you all of those answers at the end of the quiz. Let's take a 10-minute break. And we'll come back at 1:15. Here comes the song. Oh. Unless you live in a pub. to the... We'll get going in 2 minutes, folks. 2 minutes until round 2. If you've not yet, now's a great time to head to co-fi.com/Felix Trench and drop a couple of quid per player in the virtual basket. That's co-fi.com/Felix Trench. Drop £2 per player in the basket. Hey, regulars, look what I bought. After all our chat about it, that's pointing the wrong way around. Ta-da! I realised I hadn't read it in a long time. So I went to the Abbey bookshop and got a copy. So we'll get going in 1 minute. 1 minute. You can get a shot of Paris at night. Of course you can. Et voilà, Paris par nuit. That's also my window. 2-window studio. Okay, that is 1:15. So I am declaring round 2. Round 2 is now in action. Way! 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 Welcome to round 2, the fun round. Get your pens ready, get your pencils ready, get your drinks ready. Here we go. Question 21, something nice and easy. Which film won Best Picture at the 73rd Oscars in the year 2001? Which film won Best Picture at the American Academy Awards, the 73rd Oscar ceremony in the year 2001? That's question 21. Which film won Best Picture at the Oscars in 2001? The first Oscars of the 21st century. Question 22. Question 22 is the maths question. The maths question. We've got some long division for you tonight. What is 5,392 divided by 16? 16. What is 5392 divided by 16? 5,392 divided by 16. That is question 22. Question 22. What's 5,392 divided by 16? Question 22, the maths question. What's 5,392 divided by 16? 16. Question 23. Question 23. This is holiday traditions. The jack-o'-lantern, the thing you see at Halloween. Jack-o'-lanterns are now made with pumpkins, but traditionally, what vegetable was used and is still used in parts of the UK and Ireland? Question 23. Jack-o'-lanterns now made with pumpkins, but traditionally, what vegetable was used? That is question 23. Question 23. What vegetable is the traditional jack-o'-lantern vegetable? Am I loud enough? This makes me go louder, surely. Well, no, not if you talk quieter, Felix. So this is the volume that I'm... See, the thing is, I have like a little loudness bar and it only registers 1 green. But maybe if I go all the way up, it goes into like red and says, stop, stop. Susie says yes. I'm yes. Question 23. Jack-o'-lanterns are now made with pumpkins, but traditionally what vegetable was used? Still used in parts of the UK and Ireland. Question 24. Question 24. That's another Mexico question. In what year, this is politics, in what year did Andrés Obrador take over as president of Mexico? Current president of Mexico, Andrés Obrador. In what year did he take over? What year did he become president of Mexico? That's question 24. Question 24. In what year did Andrés Obrador become president of Mexico? Question 24. Question 25. Question 25 is energy drinks. Which energy drink has, through their marketing campaigns, created a number of extreme sports, including the Cliff Diving World Series, the Air Race, and Crashed Ice? Which energy drink has created, through their branding, a number of extreme sports, including the Cliff Diving World Series, the Air Race, and Crashed Ice? That's question 25. That reminds me, make sure you do the picture round. Name the flavour. Question 26. Question 26 is geography. Geography. With a maximum width of 220 kilometers, what is the widest river in the world? With a maximum width of 220 kilometers, what's the widest river? What's the widest river? What's the widest river? What's the widest river in the world? That's question 26. Question 26, with a maximum width of 220 kilometers, what is the widest river in the world? Question 26 there. Question 26, what's the widest river in the world? Question 27 is music. This is music. Mickey Dolenz, with a Z, Michael Nesmith, Peter Tork, and Davy Jones were the original lineup of which band? Mickey Dolenz, Michael Nesmith, Peter Tork, and Davy Jones were the original lineup of which band? That's question 27. Mickey Dolenz, Michael Nesmith, Nesmith, Peter Tork, and Davy Jones. The original lineup of which band? Question 27. Question 28. Question 28 is religions. Religions. Which country has the largest number of Roman Catholics? Question 28. Which country has the largest number of Roman Catholics? Question 28. Question 28. What country has the largest number of Roman Catholics? Question 29 now. Question 29 is lakes of acid. The world's largest highly acidic lake, with a pH of 0.3, is in a volcano crater on which Indonesian island? The world's largest highly acidic lake is in a volcano crater on which Indonesian island? We are looking for an island in Indonesia. That's question 29. The world's largest highly acidic lake is in a volcano crater in which island in Indonesia? That's question 29. Question 30. Oh, I'm dropping things. Question 30 is art. Art. What's the name of the early 1960s Andy Warhol artwork depicting Campbell's soup cans? What is the name of the Andy Warhol artwork which depicts Campbell's soup cans? And that's question 30. Question 30. What's the name? The early 60s Andy Warhol artwork depicting Campbell's soup cans. And that means we are halfway through round 2. 10 questions left in this quiz, folks. 10 questions left. Question 31. Question 31. Blue mud dauber, Dauber, Eastern yellow jacket, European bee wolf, Bwolf, and median, Median, are all varieties of what? Blue mud dauber, Eastern yellow jacket, European bee wolf, and median, Median, are all varieties of what? Blue mud dauber, Eastern yellow jacket, European bee wolf, and median. All varieties of what? Question 32. Question 32 is history. This is history of the Holy Roman Empire. We haven't had a lot of Holy Roman Empire in this quiz. We'll have to remedy that. Which Holy Roman Emperor married Isabella of Portugal in 1526? Which Holy Roman Emperor married Isabella of Portugal in 1526? Question 32 there. Which Holy Roman Emperor married Isabella of Portugal in 1526? Some people cheering outside. Maybe they just won at Candy Crush. I would love it if people cheered raucously every time they did well at Candy Crush on the tube. There's a sketch in that. Question 33 is true or false? True or false? It is possible for a creature to have both an internal skeleton, also known as an endoskeleton, and an exoskeleton. True or false? It is possible for a creature in this almost infinite planet of ours to have both an internal skeleton and an external or exoskeleton. That is question 33. Question 33. True or false? It is possible for a creature to have both an internal skeleton and exoskeleton. Question 34. Question 34. The remake of Disney's Mulan has been released. Unusually, it has been released on what platform? The remake of Disney's Mulan has been released. Unusually, it premiered on what platform? Question 34. That's question 34. The remake of Disney's Mulan has been released, but unusually, it premiered on what platform? Question 34. Question 35. Question 35 is your internet question. Which e-commerce website is sometimes called the Amazon of China? These are always about 10 centimeters shorter than you want them. I need to get a new one. Which e-commerce website is sometimes called the Amazon of China? Question 35. Hey! Hey! 5 rubies! Hey! I've never played Candy Crush. It's rubies, isn't it? Which e-commerce website is sometimes called the Amazon of China? 5 questions left. Question 36. Question 36. Which word, this is words, what word is shared by a circus performer and an Adobe software? Question 36. What word is shared by a circus performer and an Adobe software? Question 36. Question 36. What word is shared by a circus performer and an Adobe software? Question 37. Question 37. The actor Richard Burton was born in Wales, but in what country did he die? A country that he moved to for tax purposes. Question 37. In what country did Richard Burton die after moving there for tax purposes? It's question 37. Question 37. In what country did Richard Burton die? After moving there for tax purposes. Rachel asks, Anne, if you ever have any other jigsaws? If you could get your jigsaw out of the death of Richard Burton, that would help a lot of people. Richard Burton died in what country? Question 37. 3 questions left, folks. 3 questions left. Here is question 38. Question 38. In which US state was the first hotel to carry the Hilton name? A little bit of confusion over the early ownership of Hilton, but certainly the very first hotel called Hilton was in this state, and I think actually it's where the brand originates. In which US state was the first hotel to carry the Hilton name? That's question 38. Question 39, your penultimate question, is literature. The submarine known as the Nautilus appears in 2 Jules Verne books. One of them is 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. What's the other? The Nautilus appears in 2 Jules Verne books. One of them is 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. What's the other? There's a fly in here. Go away, fly. Flies like height, of course, and this is the 6th floor. That's what they say. Flies, they like height. Or possibly they lack height. I can never remember. The Nautilus appeared in 2 Jules Verne books. Tell me the other. Oh, we've got a note here from the Knuckleheads saying that Madness had 2 number 1s in Canada because Our House was also number 1 on the chart. I think I said UK number 1, but it could be wrong. Because you are in single fingers, you can have that, Knuckleheads. You can boost yourself up to 9 if you like. And question 40. Question 40 is current affairs. It has been reported this week that astronomers have detected a very rare intermediate mass type of what? So up until now, most of the things detected of this type were small or big. It is unusual to have an intermediate mass, but we found one. What is it? It has been reported that astronomers have detected a very unusual intermediate mass type of what? That is question 40. Meg just moved to the 21st floor. See if you have more flies. And that is all your questions in the second round. Well done, everyone. Well done. Breathe. Cry. Laugh. However you cope. Here they come again. A little bit faster this time. Question 21. Which film won Best Picture at the 73rd Oscars in 2001? Question 22 rather. What is 5,392 over 1616? Question 23. Jack-o'-lanterns are now made from pumpkins, but traditionally they are made from what vegetable? Question 24. In what year did Andrés Obrador take over as President of Mexico? Question 25. Which energy drink has created, as part of their marketing, a number of extreme sports events, including Cliff Diving World Series, Air Race, and Crashed Ice? Question 26. With a maximum width of 220 kilometers, what's the widest river in the world? Question 27. Mickey Dolenz, Michael Nesmith, Peter Stork, and Davy Jones are the original lineup of which band? Question 28. What country has the largest number of Roman Catholics? Question 29. The world's largest highly acidic Lake is in a volcanic crater on which Indonesian island? Question 30. What's the name of the early 60s Andy Warhol artwork depicting Campbell's soup cans? Question 31. Blue Mud Dauber, Eastern Yellow Jacket, European Beewolf, and Median are all varieties of what? Question 32. Which Holy Roman Emperor married Isabella of Portugal in 1526? Question 33. True or false? It's possible for a creature to have both an internal skeleton and an exoskeleton. Question 34. The remake of Mulan has been released unusually. It premiered on what service? Question 35. Which e-commerce website is sometimes called the Amazon of China? Question 36. Which word is shared by a circus performer and an Adobe software? Question 37. Richard Burton was born in Wales, but in what country did he die after moving there for tax purposes? Question 38. In which US state was the first hotel to carry the Hilton name? Question 39. The Nautilus appeared in 2 Jules Verne books. Tell me the one that isn't 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And question 40. It is reported that astronomers have detected a very rare intermediate mass type of what? That is all the questions in round 2. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Pens down. Pens down. Turn to the team nearest you and swap sheets. No, wait. That's real life quizzing. Turn to yourself. Examine your conscience and ask, am I good enough to mark this quiz? And after you've decided that you are, mark the quiz. Here come the answers to round 2. Answers to round 2. Question 21. Which film won Best Picture at the 73rd Oscars? It's Gladiator. Gladiator. Russell Crowe, of course. Gladiator. Question 22. I've never seen Gladiator. Maybe I'll watch Gladiator this week. It's on Netflix. Maybe I'll watch Gladiator. It's very long. Question 22. What is 5392 over 16? It's 337. 337. I used to watch all the Dead Ringers send-ups of Gladiator, so I think I get it. 337. Question 23. Jack-o'-lanterns now made from pumpkins, but originally they were made from turnips. Turnips, in fact, a variety of root vegetables, but turnips is the most common one. Question 24. Andrés Obrador became president of Mexico in 2018. 2018. Question 25. The energy drink that I was after is Red Bull. Red Bull. Question 26. The widest river in the world is the Rio de la Plata, also known as the River Plate and the Plata River. Rio de la Plata in South America. Question 27. Mickey Dolenz, Michael Nesmith, Peter Tork, and David Jones, the original lineup of The Monkees. The Monkees. Question 28. The country with the largest number of Roman Catholics? Brazil. Brazil. Question 29. The world's largest highly acidic lake is in Java. Java. You know what I think is a bit disappointing is that when you Google Java, the first thing that comes up is the software and not the island. If I lived on Java, I'd be pretty put out by that. Anyway, Java. Question 30. The name of the Andy Warhol artwork depicting Campbell's soup cans is Campbell's Soup Cans. It is also sometimes known as 32 Campbell's Soup Cans. Campbell's Soup Cans. Question 31. Blue Mud Dauber, Eastern Yellow Jacket, European Beewolf, and Median of median. Such a crap name. There are all types of wasp. I am the blue mud darper. I am the eastern yellow jacket. I am the European beewolf. I'm median. And I'm here with the facts. Oh god, median turned up. Question 32. The Holy Roman Emperor that married Isabella of Portugal is Charles V or Charles Quint? Charles V. You know, the really famous one. 33. True or false? Is it possible for a creature to have? It is possible to have both an internal and external skeleton, endo and exo. True, absolutely true. For example, the tortoise has an endo and an exo. That's how it introduces itself. Hello, I'm a tortoise. I have an endo and an exo. Very impressive. I have the Guinness World Record for longest time in ice. Oh, also impressive. Let's network, said the tortoise to the Austrian. Question 34. The remake of Disney's Mulan has been released. It premiered on Disney Plus. Disney Plus. Question 34, Disney Plus. Question 35. Question 35. The e-commerce website, sometimes called the Amazon of China, is Alibaba. Alibaba. Has anyone ever ordered anything off Alibaba? Question 36. The word that I was after was acrobat. 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 Question 37. Richard Burton moved to and died in Switzerland. Schweiz. La Suisse. Switzerland. Switzerland. You've ordered from AliExpress, but not Alibaba. Is that the same? Question 38. The US state, you still have to pay for it. It's free in December. Well, from what I've read, everyone's boycotting it, so that won't change things. The US state was the first hotel to carry the Hilton name. That's Texas. Texas, home of Hiltons. Texas. Staying in the first Hilton, that must be a thing. Must be people who go, I will stay in the first Hilton. There must be people who stay in all the Hiltons. And like, yeah, I have loads of money. And what I want to do with loads of money is stay in all the Hiltons. Question 39. The Nautilus appeared in 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea and The Mysterious Island. The Mysterious Island. And question 40. Astronomers have detected an intermediate black hole. Black hole, black hole, black hole. So, let's go through those again. There are some disputes over the exoskeleton thing, which don't agree with Google, and I'm going with Google and invoking rule 2 that I'm always right. Let's see how you've done. 14 for trying our best. Very good. Oh, that doesn't do the total thing. Let's change that. Okay. Ah, someone's done it for me. Thank you, person who's better at Excel than me. So let's see, 14 there, 15 on vegan. Would I mind repeating 21 and 22? 21 was Gladiator, 22 was 337. 27 for any prime number there. 30 for La Traviata. So, looks like La Traviata and vegan teams to look for. All right, folks, I asked you, let's have a look at the picture round now. Picture round, I asked you to name the flavors of 10 different crisps. I tried to get you crisps from all around the world. Let me open it myself. Ooh, I've opened it in a new window. Didn't mean to do that. New tab, please. Here it comes. New beautiful little picture round. All right, folks. Picture one. That Lay's red packet. That is ready salted, or as it's called some places, natural. If you just put normal, that's fine. Picture one, ready salted. Or just salt. Picture two. Picture two. So from what I can figure out, Simba potato chips are quite common in many African countries. This flavor is called Mexican chili. I will accept chili. I'll accept Mexican. I doubt you've put that though. Chili is what I was after. Picture three. Picture three. The crunch chips are paprika flavored. Some sirens outside. I guess it all got a bit leery after the Candy Crush. Picture three. Paprika. Is original okay? Original is fine, yeah. Picture four. Picture four. Common flavor in Brazil, this. So in Brazil, it's called picanha, Picanha. Ultimately, it's beef. Picanha is a cut of beef, and then they also do beef and chimichurri. So if you put that, that's fine. But beef is fine, or steak. Steak is okay. Anything in that kind of area. Five. Picture five. These are from Thailand, and they have a slight red herring on the picture. They are not sushi flavored. They are seaweed flavored. Nori seaweed. Seaweed is what I was after. Picture five, seaweed. Picture six now. Picture six, those are from the co-op. And that's salt and vinegar. Honestly, it's one of those like really posh titles where it was sea salt and hand squeezed apple cider vinegar or something. But salt and vinegar will do fine. Picture six, salt and vinegar. Picture seven, the Marks and Spencer's crisps, the reduced fat ones, are sour cream and chive. Cream and chives. Picture seven, cream and chive. Picture eight, thins come from Australia. Apparently, this is a fairly common flavor in Australia, where they do have quite a large Greek population. That's tzatziki. Tzatziki. Picture eight, tzatziki. Picture nine, the Pringles. It's a very clear clue in the bottom left there. It's barbecue. Barbecue. And picture 10, the croquis using very similar iconography, actually, to Pringles, now that I look at it. But it's a completely different flavor. That's bolognese. Bolognese, which is quite a common flavor in a number of European countries. Bolognese. Let's see how you did. 8 for 00 Devon. Very strong. 7 for Les Miserables. 4 for the Knuckleheads. 6 for the Solo Squabbler. 5 for One Man a Day. 7 for the Troublers. Right, so any prime number currently on 33. Double Devon and trying our best on 34. 33 for Sweet Sweet Human Contact. Oh, hello. 7 for V.Gun, bringing V-Gun up to 37. And 7 for La Traviata, bringing them up to 37. Could we have a tie? I think we might. Just waiting to hear. There it is. Whiskey and Super Day has 6, which means 33. So, congratulations, V-Gun and La Traviata. You are tied. Tied for first place. Congratulations, V-Gun and La Traviata. Very, very well done indeed. But there is, of course, the matter of the best team name. And I'm going to give best team name to square brackets, any prime number. Any prime number, you get best team name. Thank you all so much for playing. Please do head to ko-fi.com/FelixTrench and drop a couple of quid in the jar per player if that's in your budget. And I will see you all next week. Is that right? Yes. Just remembered that I have an evening train booked, but it's on the Wednesday. See you all next week on Tuesday at the same time in the same place. Well, I will be. I don't know about you. Thanks so much, folks. Good night.